Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Carter and Hope are now officially engaged and filled with joy. But could Carter be headed for heartache? We're going to bandy the chance that Hope might make a shocking decision to leave Carter at the balcony. The quick remission and reunion, along with the instant engagement between Carter and Hope, doesn't feel to me like the morning of a happily ever later. It feels often simulated, to be honest now, whether that's due to effects going wrong or poor jotting, who can say? Carter learned from Hope that he misinterpreted her words to Liam. Flashback, Carter believed Hope was expressing her love for him and her desire to be with Liam. That clearly sounds like what we heard Hope say, but also she claimed that her position was that Liam's brain cancer extremity made her not want to waste time down from Carter. She cares about her ex-husband but doesn't want to be with him romantically. Indeed, though Hope heard Carter and Daphne and knew he'd kissed her, Carter assured Hope he'd remain pious and claimed it was pointless. He promised he'd no way look at another woman and would be there for Hope during Liam's tough time. Carter had just won Hope back and also, just 5 twinkles laterally, decided to propose. She had only just started to forgive him when he surprised her by revealing a ring. So, how did Carter have a diamond ring in a box, right? Also, was he formerly planning to propose to Hope, or is this an old ring? Is it a reused ring? Was it Maya or Paris? It surely was Aunt Zoe. At first, Hope looked shocked, and it sounded too early for her. She told Carter she demanded to be careful, and he realized she wasn't ready, making it feel like she'd decline. Still, Carter managed to convert her. Indeed, though it was tough, after a lot of stimulant, Hope ultimately agreed to Carter's offer. I believe Hope has passions for Carter, but her trust in him has been deeply affected. Also, the offer was unanticipated and came right after their reunion. Hope felt a bit doubtful, but eventually, she accepted. It was unusual for her to agree to such a quick offer, whether it was from Carter, Thomas, or anyone differently, but that's the direction they're taking. Hope and Carter are extremely happy. They snappily went to the company, and Hope incontinently showcased the ring that Carter gave her at Forrester Creations. She participated the news of their engagement with Brooke, Steffi, and Ridge. Brooke is thrilled for them both. Hope's mama believes Carter is meant for Hope and will bring her joy. Steffi wishes to feel happy for Hope, and to some degree, it seems she does, but Ridge and Steffi changed a regard when they heard the news. Ridge and Steffi both appear kindly anxious about Hope and Carter's reunion. Just that alone, not to mention the engagement, makes them uneasy because it was during their time together that they took the company from Steffi, Ridge, and Eric. To her credit, Steffi is authentically making in trouble for Hope's benefit, keeping her pledge to Liam about getting along with his other baby ma. Ridge is also being cordial and he conceded that he wants Hope to be happy. Naturally, Ridge wants Carter to be happy too since he's his stylish friend, so, at this moment, everything is going well. We've to question how long this will last. Although Hope appears happy, it seems she felt pressured to agree. Maybe that was Aunt Carter's intention, but who can say? He's known for proposing multiple times without reaching the balcony. 3 engagements, yet no woman. Not yet, perhaps no way. Yes, he cares for Hope and means well, but let's not forget his last engagement on the CBS cleaner. That bone also fell piecemeal at the balcony. This time, Carter was the bone who left. Quinn arrived just as Carter was about to say his promises to Paris. Quinn professed her love and prompted him to abandon his bridegroom, and he did, but several months laterally Carter came back minus Quinn. Considering what's happened at Carter's other would-be marriages, if Hope decides to leave Carter at the balcony, it would be a bit of air to accompany the marriage cutlet. Why Hope agreed to Carter's offer? Liam has constantly told her that he wants her to reunite with Carter. He was just explaining to Finn the reason behind his asseveration. Since Liam is dying, he wants to ensure that each of his spouses has a good mate to help raise his daughters. Hope has been hearing this sentiment from Liam in her mind. Still, which was from Thomas, he left in wrathfulness and went abroad, if you recall the last time Hope rejected an offer. Thus, Hope might vacillate to lose Carter like she lost Thomas. Carter would make a great stepdad to Beth. Still, the answer she wanted to give Carter wasn't yes. It sounded that he was putting pressure on her, along with the pressure from Liam and the impacts of saying no. That created a bit of pressure that was kindly intimidating for her, but just because she said yes doesn't mean Hope will eventually say I do. Not in the end. Originally, it looks like Liam will suffer the chemotherapy and radiation treatment. Bridget is returning soon and could be involved in Liam's care. Still, it'll surely affect Hope. She might come to terms with her passions for Liam and want to be with him now that he's not facing death, if he gets better. The enterprises about Daphne might resurface, the issue with the nose may not be fully resolved, and Carter was relatively tempted. Cleric doesn't want Hope to be with Carter. If Liam survives, I believe Deacon will encourage her to return to her ex-husband. Carter no way ends up with the girl in the end. Indeed, Quinn, who returned for him, left him before everything was perfected. Hope might not actually marry Carter. They could plan the ideal marriage, and Hope might reach the balcony, but the show could produce a karmic twist. They could have Liam intrude the form and ask Hope to pick him, mirroring what Carter did to Paris, leaving Carter agonized on his marriage day. However, it would break Carter's heart if Hope decides to leave on their special day. When it happens ahead, during, or after the marriage, it seems doubtful Hope is committed to a long-term relationship with Carter. She may not go through with marrying him, maybe not breaking up with him out of malignancy, but it doesn't show signs of a happily ever later. No bone ever said he was perfect. Of course, we're talking about Carter. That's because he keeps on proposing to whatever woman he's in love with at the time. He did it with Zoe, Quinn, and now Hope Logan. It's nearly as if the man is hopeless to get wedded. This character is the biggest dud. He has been on this show for a decade and the Pens have yet to give me a reason to invest in this dud. Luna buying a gun from a road dealer. She's going on the quest for Steffi. Don't anticipate Sheila to save her. Moreover, a shitless Finn hugging Steffi and making out with her. That's important as it comes right before Ridge announces that Luna is on the quest for Steffi. Ridge is sitting with Steffi and Finn on a mustard unheroic settee. As Ridge tells them that Luna is hunting Steffi, Finn looks distraught. However, Finn might feel incompletely responsible if Luna does anything to hurt Steffi. Finn formerly feels shamefaced because if he'd known Luna was his son, he'd have tried to be a positive influence in her life. The Croaker has wondered before if his influence could have changed Luna for the better. At the same time, Finn also knows that Luna tried to kill his woman. Luna admits to her grandmother that Steffi will no way accept her. Also, without for a fake eyelash, Luna tells Sheila that they should get relief of Steffi. Sheila doesn't waste any time trying to correct Luna. The waitress tells Luna that she needs to accept Steffi and Finn's decision. Also, Sheila tells her grandchild that she needs to leave. Luna seems surprised by it, and could feel rejected each over again. When Luna feels rejected, she tends to bear poorly. Especially if she feels that she's running out of options. That's how Steffi ended up in that pen in the first place. Luna meets with a mysterious man. Using a southern drawl, the man asks what a suitable thing like Luna needs a gun for. Just you. As Luna gapes down the barrel, Steffi's portrayal flashes across the screen. This isn't a good sign. With JMW about to give birth, could this be the morning of her motherliness lead plot?